Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lelu, and in today's video we're setting up my April goals.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
Let's get started with this video. I'm very excited for this. So let's go to my goals section. And I will show you the ones that I did for March. Let's be honest, I didn't fill anything in. Hopefully I will. Hopefully at some point, even though today is the 18th of March, but who's counting? But I just want you to kind of see the vibes, because we're kind of going to replicate it for April. So we have a focus area, priorities for the month, monthly goals, weekly goals, and then habits at the end. And so we're going to do the same for April. I just grabbed a blank sheet of paper, and today we're gonna use the Happy Planner classic. Hold on, what's the name of this? What's the name of this book? I have no idea. I don't know, it's missing the name. Hopefully you can tell me the name. I'm gonna close the window, so hopefully you don't hear any noise. But we're using the sticker book, which is newly acquired-ish to me. And I'm also going to get a couple of things from this Messifa pencil case. So pencil, pen, my tweezers are essential, and also a my liner. I love my liners for this. I think we're gonna use the light gray for this. So let's see. First things first, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for my March goals and literally write April goals. So I'm gonna use the sticker book as a surface. I'm gonna do April. The good thing is that I know everything will fit here because April is a short spending month. April. Goals. There. And then I'm gonna grab my favorite JARPS gel in the 0.5, and I'm just gonna letter. So let's see. April, and then goals. There we go. I really like that. That's really cute. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the back and do habits here. So let's see. Habits. There we go. I'm not too focused about like the spacing of it all. You know, I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna really pay attention when I'm filling out my habits. The fact that it's space, I have more space here than here. I'm not gonna be picky about that. So habits. Habits. There we go. That's cute, isn't it? Okay, that's cute. Now for March, I did washi here. So I did washi, and then I did, hold on, I'm gonna take off my sweater because I closed the window and now it's a bit hot in here. And I will not like to die from heat exhaustion. There we go. Okay. So, and then on here, I have some headers. Let's see. We have headers here. We have some. So the black are the only ones that we have enough, I believe. We also have these, but these are very big. The idea is just to write what the habit is. I just opened the window a little, so I apologize if there is a lot of noise. Let's see what we can do. We also have these. I think we're gonna do the black, maybe the heather boxes and the washi. Hold on. We have two type of washi. This one with the moon and the stars, and this one in black. Since we're gonna do the black washi, I want to do this one. So let's see. Do we have one that is longer? This one. Let's do this. The idea is to just have fun, right? Let's talk a little bit about goals and habits, since we're doing these videos. And so since I think you clicked on this, I think you might be interested, or maybe you want to do something like this for yourself. So I'm gonna be honest. I have done these pages for my planner since January, and I either haven't filled them in, I haven't kept track. It's not that I haven't focused on my goals or my habits. I think lately I have been focusing more on my habits than I have in the past. Like in March, I have been focusing more on my habits than in the beginning of the year. I talked about this in another video, but the first 2 months of the year were quite hard for me, physically and mentally. And so, to be honest, planning and habit tracking and habits overall and goals literally just went out the window. That's just the truth. And so because I was just trying to get by. I was trying to feel good, and when you are not feeling good and when you are not doing your best, just there are some things that will have to be on the back burner, and you will have to kind of be okay with them being on the back burner for a little bit, because that is just life and that's just how things are. And so, sorry, I'm trying to focus and see and write. So I'm gonna write the numbers on here for like great little calendars myself. Again, not super picky about this. I'm just literally trying to make something that is cute, that I will use, that I will like, that I will hopefully come back to. So yeah. And so, as I was saying, when you might not be feeling your best, 10 is Friday. Okay, there we go. So when you might not be feeling your best, it's kind of hard, to focus on your habits when you have a migraine. It's really hard to focus on your goals when you're having a very tough mental health day. It's kind of hard to focus on productivity sometimes. And so for the last months, really the first 2 months of the year, to be honest, those things kind of took the back burner, and I kind of had to be okay with them taking the back burner, even though it was not what I necessarily wanted, but it was what I could do. And so therefore, it was very hard for me to say, okay, it was very hard for me to plan ahead, and plan for the weekend, plan for even the day, because I wouldn't know how I was feeling. And so, or how I will feel, by the end of the day, if I will have the energy and the capacity to. April has 30 days, not 31. if I will have the capacity to do all those things or not, right? So that was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was. And so that's the reason why it was like a lot of those pages. If I don't even know where they are. No, that's a lie. I know where they are. They are in my not in my current Franken planner, but in another planner. I put them away because they are from like past months. Therefore, and I don't need them currently in my planner. So 12. No, that's 13th. That's why you will see that a lot of them, if you will see them, you will see that a lot of them are not completed. And that was why, because it was very hard. And so with all of that being said, what I'm trying to say is, if you also have had a tough few months, a tough few weeks when it comes to habits, when it comes to goals, maybe the year didn't start the way that you thought, maybe it doesn't feel the way that you thought it would, maybe your life looks different. The world is always chaotic, so it's okay if it's okay if you couldn't focus on those things. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm here with you because I couldn't either. So let me do some math really quick. So if we do 2, and we put this here, right here. Now we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Put this here. Let me grab it. Would I have enough space? Math will tell me yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I will have 2 more spaces. Awesome. Math, so hopefully everything kind of matches. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that because you will see a lot of people on the internet telling you all about their goals, right? And everything they have done and all the progress they have made. And I know that they share it with the goal or like with the aim of encouraging people, but sometimes I do have the feeling that it does the whole opposite. Like I do have the entire, like the feeling that, I don't know, it just, at least it's what happens to me, that when I watch that and it's like, I did this and I'm, you know, this is my streak of doing this thing and it's all perfect and every single thing is ticked off. It's just, it at least makes me feel like the opposite of encouraged because it doesn't feel realistic to me. At least to me it doesn't feel realistic, you know. You might feel some other way, and that's completely 100% valid, but that at least is how I feel. And so if there has to be someone out there that feels the same way that I do, and so with that said, I do want to share my aspect of it. Just because somebody else's vision or aspect of life is different doesn't mean that mine is wrong or is invalid. It's just as valid. It's just different. So in case yours is similar to mine, you're welcome here. We are trying our best, and I think that's kind of like the aim. For some reason March felt very different. There has been some change, you know, in my life, a lot of good change, a lot of unexpected change in some other areas as well, and a lot of progress mental health wise. And And so that has helped me to be able to plan and to be able to say, you know, to be able to maybe plan for the day and be able to maybe not accomplish everything, but a couple of things, right? And be able to do more things and go places and see people little by little. I try to remind myself to go day by day and not rush, because that is what our minds love to do. Ways that I can be more gentle, in the ways that I can be more patient, in the ways that maybe, you know, I can postpone things, maybe I cannot be present in everything, in the ways that, you know, maybe I can do things halfway, and that is going to be enough, and that is going to have to be enough. It's okay, you know. I'm trying to have, I'm trying to have a more gentle, slow-paced view of things, you know. I find that is just way more calming to my anxious brain than, I don't know, writing 100 long item to-do list and being so disappointed when, because my circumstances don't let me do that, and also because I'm a human being and will not be able to do that much, you know. Instead of feeling disappointed, kind of like readjusting my point of view and my perspective of things and my expectations has made a world of a difference. And so I don't know, I'm just sharing that because maybe it helps, you know, hopefully it helps someone, hopefully it encourages someone to take it easier, to take it slower. You know, there is no rush. There we go. Okay, so the habits are all complete, which we love, right? We love. Now, let's do the other side. So April goals. I do want to do some washi on here. I love this washi. I've been loving the washi that comes in sticker books. I also got other 2 new sticker books with this one, and I've been loving the washi there. I'm not a huge fan normally of, like, when sticker book, this is just completely my opinion, but sometimes sticker books have a lot of washi. Like, I would rather have maybe 1 more page of stickers than washi, because what tends to happen to me is that maybe I will reach for my own washi, you know, that maybe it's a little bit more neutral, maybe coordinates a little bit more, and what ends up happening is that I don't end up using the washi, and so therefore then I have all these pages of washi, of stickers of washi that I don't use. Also, I'm saving these pieces, but I don't know if I will ever use those pieces, but I like that so far. So we have that going on. Sorry if you hear that, that's my chair. And now let's see what we can do. So we have, let's open my March. Here. So focus priorities go at the top. So we need boxes for those things. So I really want to use this sticker that says I have the power to create change. I love that. And this one, you are in the right place. I think I love that. Also this one, put your heart into all that you do. I'm saying, like, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use that. I don't have all the space in the world to use all the things. I'm thinking that we can use maybe one of these for the priorities, which is gonna be hopefully nice, and then this one for the focus. So maybe we can write, and if we can write, maybe we can do the pink one. I think that might be cute. So maybe like that. Okay, so we have that there. And also, let's see, we don't have any of this. We have one of these. Might be nice. Maybe do here the weekly actions. I normally don't have a lot of weekly goals. I do have more monthly goals than weekly goals, so let's keep that in mind. And then let's go here. Also, these are also kind of nice too, but I think that might be a lot. My goodness, now I'm cold. Hold on. This weather for us, it's the beginning of August, so the weather is so bizarre and so weird. And in the morning, I went today earlier to get blood work. It was freezing cold, and now I'm a bit hotter because it's midday. Now all of a sudden I'm cold. I don't understand this weather. I don't know. I don't know how to dress for this weather. That's my big problem. I don't know how to dress for this weather. Also, I would love some headers for these, but what do we use? Do we use like oh, I love this ones. You're golden. Everything is going to be alright. Explore, dream, discover. Maybe we can do that. If we're gonna do this, do we do these? For here, we haven't brought any foil yet. Oh, you know what? I think even more these, but the half circles. I love half circles. Big fan of half circles. So we have, I will show you how I use them in just a minute. So we have that, and maybe we can do weekly goals. Maybe here. Maybe that's a little bit. Let's put it a bit there. That's cricket. There, okay. And now half circles. You will need an X-Acto knife and a ruler. Very easy, very simple. If you don't know how to use these and you're like, why do they do this to us? I will show you how I use these personally. I love to use these. So we have 2 pages, right? The 2 pages are exactly the same. So first we pick. So I think it will be nice. First of all, we will have to move this a little. There. Well, that might be way to the right. We will decide in a moment. I would like let's see, let's do maybe this pink is really pretty. So what you're just gonna cut it just like so. Wait, that was a terrible example. Like so, kind of in the most straight line possible. Mine was not a good example, but what you want to do, maybe that's easier with scissors, is to kind of cut it in half. So the decorative part, you can also do this with circles like this that don't have decor, but I love to do them with circles that actually have decor, because you can do this. So you have a box, right? Any shape, any size that you want. That's extremely Cricut. Hold on, why am I having such trouble today? I think that's better. And you put it over on the edge like that, and when it goes over washy like that, to me it looks so good. It might not look good to other people, or maybe like this. under the washi that looks better, and then we're gonna white out this underneath. Don't you worry about that. So I really like that. And then maybe we can do the brown. Let's do this one. I would love to do this, but this is the same color as the washi. Maybe we can do this. Let's see, let's get both, because I rarely use them like that. So, well, that's not a straight line, but let's see, do we like it? No, it's not the best, but let's try this one. I think I will like this one more. And this one is cut in a straight line, like that. I really like that. I don't know why, but I love to do that. So now what you do is grab your whiteout and white out the underneath so that it doesn't show. So we white out this over here, and then maybe this, just a tiny bit more, like that. And then we white out. Okay, that there, and then we need this here to go up. And a tiny bit more. There we go. Okay, let's go back here. We can either put these Simply lovely, never be afraid to chase your dreams. I love that. Pure magic. Trust your magic. Trust that your magic will guide you. That's cute. The universe has my back. I love this quote so much. To put it here. Okay, we will discuss that in a moment. But I want to go... the best thing about these is that you can always just set them up, right? Just set them up, and you can always add things as you go along, right? Like when the month start, you can always add things, like add more decor and stuff like that, you know. So to start, you add a little bit less, and then you add your plans and your goals and your stuff, and then you can add more things. That's the beauty of it. So there, I think that will be good for weekly goals down there. And then we're gonna do the same for let's do one for the monthly goals. I'm gonna grab this bullet points. I'm gonna do it here. Can you hear the birds kind of shouting at each other? Don't know why they're shouting at each other. They're kind of mad. I'm gonna grab this one and that one. I kind of really like this sticker book. And these are also kind of like really nice colors, kind of to transition into fall, but also kind of into spring. For some reason, I kind of feel like they might be good for both things. I don't like the black bullet point. There we go. Okay. We have some quotes. I would love to add a quote here. Maybe let's go to the ones we said we would want to use. Also, I'm sure that we will also add something here. So maybe we can do this one. Stars align. We can do it here, kind of at the bottom. I'm also very tempted to put more washi, but I don't know how that will look. On top of that, maybe that's a lot of washi, so we're gonna kind of do it without the washi. Stars align, and then we can do, here we have more. I like one more page? No. Okay. So this is very big. Enjoy life. I like this one. We said I put it before. I have the power to change, to create change. Maybe, what if we put it here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It brings the foil low. That will be kind of easy to incorporate though, so I think maybe I love that quote, but I'm not sure about the sticker. I'm gonna put it on my tripod there. I like this. Never give up on your dreams. I mean, this is for goals, so maybe we can put it here. I know we said we wanted something horizontal here, but I really like these, and it kind of feels appropriate for this page. There, and I also love this one. You are in the right place. I think this is the absolute best reminder for everybody, and especially for me, for April. I love that there. I love it a lot. A lot. Now let's see. I want something here, and then we would do the final touches with stars. You are made of magic. I mean, we do have pink here and we don't have pink here, so maybe, I mean, let's try it out. If we don't like it, we'll put it back. It's quite big, but I think it goes. You are made of magic. I like that. And so then what we do is we have these and also these. None of them have the foil, so let's do these. No black, please. There's a lot of black. We can do the brown. The brown one. I also like this one. Oh my, why is this so hard to pull up? There. I also really like these. So maybe what we can do is this one. Do it here. Kind of like that. And then do another one. Let's do because these are like way too big for that space there. I think maybe this one. It's the same color, isn't it? It's a different color. Okay, I like that. And maybe here we can do, let's see, maybe we will have to incorporate some black. So let's see. We can do this ones here. Like goals. That's cute. And then maybe I also have one with a moon. So maybe we can, I know that it's brown, but oh, what about, hold on, this other one, if we can pull this one up without destroying anything. What if we do this one? This one, it's a darker brown. I don't know if you will be able to tell on camera, but I really like this one. That's cute. And we can always add more things. I don't know how long I will create, like how long the list for these will be, so I don't know what I will write, so I don't want to add a thing just for adding things. So let's add this here. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna put this back before I forget. Where were you? That's a good question. I think here. I'm gonna use you some other time. So I think that page, it's all complete. It's all ready for April. Sorry if you can hear the birds and the dogs and the trucks and the everything. I really like this page. It has a lot of like motivational quotes, which is always great when you're planning for your goals. So yeah, hopefully when we do this for May, I will have a very good update for you. Hopefully. I won't fill these in with you right now, only because I don't know what my goals are gonna be yet. I have to still figure that out, and so yeah, that's the only reason. Maybe I will write these over my Instagram, maybe. We will see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Bye!